Okay, so hello guys, in this video we will talk about a loop in PHP. So loop we cover your for loop and while and your for each loop. You can also learn the do while. It's a simple, and most of the cases we use the for while and for each loop. So we will cover this loop in this video. Okay, so I have to simple comment this. Okay, then this is the simple PHP syntax, less than question mark PHP and closing tag. Okay, now first we see the your for loop. So simple for understanding this, we have to take example. Like I have to print like 1 to 10 number. Print 1 to 10 number. Okay, so simple. You have to use a for loop and take any variable $I. Okay, it's equal to 1, and this is the initialization. So we need to print from 1 to 10. So I'm taking here 1 for initialization and condition when I value less than is equal to 10, then after this is the break. So and this is a increment and decrement. So I'm increase the one value and enter this, and I'm echo this and call the $I and semicolon. And now I need to run this to clear this, and I'm right here PHP file name demo.php. Enter. As you can see this, your all numbers comes 1 to 10, but all numbers comes in a one line. If I need a new line, new number, then I have to use here a simple PHP EOL. Okay. Now, so when it's going to I is equal to 1, then here printed 1, and then it's go to next line. Again loop is working, and then go to 2, then 3, then 4, it's going to new line. Okay, now save this and I run this. As you can see this, your output comes like this: 1, 2, 3, and 4. Every output comes in a new line. So this is the for loop. Okay, and now it comes in a while loop. So same things we are doing in a while loop. So in while loop, we have to first initialization. So I is equal to 1, I is equal to 1, and then check condition $I less than equal to 10, because we need to print till 10 number. Okay, then when I is equal to comes 1, it check the condition I 1 less than 10. Yes, it's going to inside the loop.
ये फंस गया सीएम.
We call this $I and PHP EOL for new line, and I is equal to 1 comes, it's printed 1, then it's go to new line. Okay, when go to new line, we have to increase the new one value. So it's increase the I is equal to 1, then it's equal to 2, I is equal to 2. So I have to simply use
जल्दी बोल, कल सुबह पनवेल निकलना है.
I plus plus. So one value is increases. Now you have to run this. Go to simple terminal and run the PHP demo. Okay, as you can see this 1 to 10 values comes. So like this, you can use the while loop. For and while loop both are similar type. You have to simple. If you are using a one line, then use the for loop, and if you checking the whatever you are compatible, you can use this loop. So now I'm comment this, and now we go to your for each loop, which is most important loop in PHP. So when we use the for each loop, when we are taking the array, then we using this. Okay. Now, so like here I'm taking the example any array. Array is equal to like array, and take here any name, your Babulal, and your Babu, and Ram. Okay. Now I have to use a for each loop and print this value. So I am to simple use the and simple I have to call the array, and here use as, and you can use any variable here. I'm taking value, so simply I understand. So when you are taking the variable, you must take a readable and understandable. So when you are working on the company, so I'm taking a value, so easily we understand this is the value of array. So now I have to call this value. So use the echo and call the value. Okay, and use this semicolon. Okay, and run this. Save this and run this. So as you can see this, your all value is comes in a one line. So what you use here? You have to use simple PHP EOL. Sorry, EOL. Now it's going to new line. Save this and run this. So all values comes here. Okay. So when you are using your array, then you have to use a for each loop. Now, when you use associated array, then what you use? Associated array. So you have to understand what is the associated array. So when you have the that here key, like key, and key contain the value. Like for example, I'm commented this. Okay, I'm taking here a associate array.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Array example. Okay, like similar, I'm copy this. Okay, and this key is contain like any number. Babu contain 4 and Ram contain your 6. Okay, so this is the example of associate array when key is contain any value. So now I'm using here a for each loop. Simple use call the array. Okay, take as, now here I have to take a key which is contain.
अरे कहना क्या चाहते हो?
What contain? $value. This is the variable. You can use any other variable also, but for understanding purpose, I'm simply use key for key and value for value variable. So when you print the key, then it's printed your key Babulal, Babu, and Ram. And when you print the your call the value, then it's printed 3, 4, and 6. Simple. I'm go to inside the loop and call the, like first I call the key dot php ul
हमको सिखा रिया है
php ul. Okay, now save this and run this. php demo.php. So as you can see this, your all key is comes here. Now suppose I need a value, only value, not key. Then what we do? Then we call simple value variable. Okay, now run this. So as you can see this, your all values comes. So like this, you can use your for each loop, simple array, and if you use a multiple array, so you have to use here simple array like this array. And here you have to use a array, okay, and use simple call and again array, okay, and call. So like this you can use a array and close there. Okay, so like this you can use the multiple array. So you just as your requirement you just call the array and fetch the your value or key whatever you are required. So like this you can use your for loop, while loop, for each loop, for simple and associate array. So here are the two things which you have to understand. You have to, when you're using the array, then you use the your for each loop, and simple for simple you use the while loop and for loop. Okay, and when you're calling the array, you can use your print r, print underscore r, and because it's returning the your return value, and when you call the your echo, it's return the string type. So I hope you understand. Okay, so in coming videos we will see the function and your then we enter the most important part, oops. Okay, so in OPS we will see abstraction, encapsulation, inheritance, polymorphism, and your trait and your static and like interface. These are things we will see in your OPS. So
अभी मजा आएगा ना भिड़ो.
till then, I hope you like the video. If you like the video, like, share, and subscribe channel. Thanks for watching the video.